Good evening. My name is Lorna McCormack, and I'm the director and founder of an education business called Wool in School, based in Ireland. And I would like to thank you today for inviting me to talk to you about wool in education for the fourth Wool European Day. In 2019, we set up our wool education business. This focus was to bring wool education to children, the next generation. So children haven't been receiving enough education when it comes to wool. Our focus very much is on sustainability and climate change and why wool has its place in that conversation. So as we began our journey educating children about schools so that they could explore the wool and have a tangible experience of learning about wool. So we knew with our background in social care and education that children learn of different ways of learning. So in doing this, we developed our Wool to You program. Our Wool to You program really is focused on children and how they learn. Children are our future and they are our innovators. So we believe that by giving children this education, they will understand and have that experience of wool to be able to bring that right into the future. So they become conscious creators and conscious about choices. So this is our Wool to You program. This was designed on how children learn. So it's colourful. We also have different wool and textiles that are all Irish in this box. So for children to explore. There is also a Wool to You workbook for children to use. We have posters, teacher's guide, so that the teacher is able to bring this into their curriculum. This can be brought in over a couple of weeks or it can be spread out right throughout the year. This is a cross-curriculum product. It means that it fits in with all different areas of the curriculum, meaning maths, science, geography, English, and history. We also have an online program that we developed for this so that the teachers then can access this online program and take what they need from that and incorporate it into that activity that they might be doing in the day. So again, this also fits in with the art curriculum. And in Ireland, we have a fabric and fibre strand. So teachers are asked to explore textiles. They're asked to explore the fabrics and where they come from. And a lot of teachers were struggling with the fabric and fibre strand and where to get all these resources. This is one of the other reasons why we also developed this, so that teachers had on hand textiles that they could use to incorporate into the fabric and fibre strand of the art curriculum. With the Wool to You box, children learn about sheep, they learn about wool, they learn about how sheep are shorn, the importance of that. We have discovered that a lot of children don't actually very much disconnected with where the wool comes from. In fact, they're disconnected with even where their food comes from. So this is really about bringing it very back to the basics again for children so that they understand the farm to fabric or farm to yarn. So we have also discovered on our journey that a lot of children do not understand or haven't got the skills when it comes to heritage crafts. And another part of the Wool to You program is encouraging heritage crafts with children to become, again, conscious creators. So in doing so, using wool that is sustainable and moving away from the likes of synthetic yarns. So the children become conscious about what they're using when they're creating an art project, where the wool is coming from, is there a traceability there, do they know the name of the yarn and who has spun the yarn. So we actually like to put in as much Irish yarn and sustainable, obviously all sustainable products into our boxes so that children can follow on that journey. We've also developed our own knitting kits. These knitting kits, again, are about sustainability, but in Ireland and in every country, knitting is very much culturally grounded. So we want children to learn how to knit again. want children to be creative. Obviously, when children are recreating a pattern, this is they're recreating a bunting pattern, but we also want them to be creative and knowledgeable on the wool that they are using. We have noticed as well that a lot of children find it even more difficult nowadays to actually use their whole hands when it comes to knitting because of the thumb culture that they have at the moment with the technology that they're all using at the moment. So children are kind of struggling a little bit more now when it comes to knitting, so it's taking that bit longer. But we know, and you know, the benefits of introducing children to any kind of heritage craft, whether it's knitting, spinning, weaving. There are numerous benefits for that, and especially one for us that we're very conscious of is the mindfulness. We need children to come back to the mindfulness again and understand that to achieve something, it doesn't necessarily come quick and fast, that there is a learning process that needs to be incorporated and a skill. And once they learn that skill, they will actually have a better confidence in what they have achieved. And we have a little dinosaur that they start off knitting with, just creating a nice little scarf for the dinosaur. So we like to ease it in nice and simply first. And then after that, they get the chance to use their all their colours of wool and knit together then this bunting. So in a class environment, then they can tie that bunting together and show that connection between each other. They can also decorate it whatever way they wish as well. So knitting for us is actually very, very important part of what our ethos as well, and mindfulness, sustainability as well. And again, this is our kiddo kit, which is very popular in schools today. Going back to our Wool to You program, we really do want to see this in every school. We believe that every child, when it comes to equality in education, should be learning about wool. It is very important in the world that we live in now that wool is part of that conversation.